Lisa Briggs of the Roots Company is here. We have your plant questions coming in via email at tips@channel3000.com. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
What'd you bring along today?
This is Calthea, which is sort of a designer plant, kind of an old standby that they have been doing some stuff with. This one is called Fusion White. And it's a plant that likes bright indirect light, not direct sun because it'll burn. And it likes to be kept evenly moist. So if you're somebody that tends to water a lot, this is a better plant for you than, say, a pothos, which likes to be drier.
It's a house plant.
It is a house. Okay. Yes, it is a house plant. For the first time, I had to actually bag the plant to bring it in.
It's that time of year.
It's that time of year.
Here we go. Let's go to the phones, and we'll start with the phones. We'll go to the emails. We'll start with Ann, who asks, "There's a bare spot in my arborita. Why?"
Okay, so there was a picture with this.
I have a picture.
Yes. Oh, we're going to show the picture. Okay.
I'm going to hold it right here. And
there's a picture, and it looks to me like there's a wound. I suspect that it looks like a broken branch. That does not look like something where it browned out or disease. Maybe an aggressive squirrel or a raccoon was up there and broke a branch.
So don't worry about it.
As the tree grows, as it puts on more growth, it will eventually fill in that hole, but there's not anything you can do to it for it short term.
All right, let's go to Judy now in Rock Springs. Do trumpet vines kill trees?
Trumpet vines are very aggressive, and if a tree is older or smaller, it can weigh it down. But if you have a good, healthy tree, a trumpet vine will not kill it. It might sort of really grow and smother it, but it won't kill it.
Okay. Kay now says she has a potted lavender plant. Can I bury the pot in the ground for the winter and have it survive?
Okay, so there are some lavenders that are hardier than others. The English versions are more hardy than the ones that are from France, the French versions. But I would say if your pot is like terracotta or ceramics or something like that, putting that pot in the ground, it's probably going to crack.
Yeah.
So I'd bring it inside and put it on a humidity tray, try to keep it alive in the house.
Yeah. Frost is going to crush that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Judith wants to know, my peace lily is growing, but the ends of the leaves are always black. Seems I'm always cutting them off. What should I do?
Okay, so Mark has a fabulous peace lily that he pays no attention to at all. Peace lilies, though, can be a little bit subject to temperature changes. So make sure it's not in a drafty spot. Also, if you're getting that kind of discoloration on the leaves, check the watering. You might be overwatering with black tips on the leaves, and maybe put your water in like a watering can or a pitcher or something and let it settle. If you have a lot of salts or things in your water, that might be causing it as well.
Yeah, tap water. They're not fond
of tap water.
No, they're not. All right, Carol wants to know, I have 6 mature dogwoods that were transplanted to my yard in early spring. How do I winterize dogwood? Should I put leaf mulch around the roots to protect them? So
dogwood are pretty hardy here, and you had large ones, so they take a little bit longer to establish than, say, something that was in a small pot. It would be good to mulch with bark mulch, and you can do that at any time rather than leaf compost. So I would just get a couple bags of bark mulch and put them around the root zone. The trick, though, would be to make sure that if you haven't been watering, maybe they need a couple more waterings before they go into winter, because dogwood like wetter spots.
All right, here's one. Where can I purchase a burning bush, and when does it need to be planted? Beth wants to know.
Well, Beth, you can get burning bush at a lot of different garden centers. We are putting our nursery stock away this week. So, and I bet a lot of other nurseries are doing the same thing as they transition over to Christmas. If you can find one, though, you can plant it. Just make sure that you mulch it and use some root stimulator. I don't have the inventory memorized in my head, but if you email the plant desk, plantdesk@brucecombie.com, they can check in the inventory and see if we've got one available.
I just brought in my Thanksgiving cactus that I had outside all summer. It's really ready to bloom. Is there anything special I should do at this point?
Nope, just make sure it gets a lot of light. Put it in a bright window and make sure you don't overwater.
All right, we have some other questions, so I'm going to send them to you.
Yep.
And then
when I get the emails, I'll email back.
Lisa will respond.
Yeah.
All right, thank you all for writing in.